I'd like to be your sweetheart, but I'm too shy to tell you so. There's just one thing that I can do, write a Valentine's to let you know. Hey guys, this is Katie with Vintage and Vinyl, back with another great video for you today. In this video, we are talking all things antique Valentines and the history of Valentine's Day. A lot of you guys are probably wondering, yeah, who is this St. Valentine's Day guy I keep hearing about, and how did February 14th come to be? It does seem like a pretty random day out of the hundreds of days in the year, but it wasn't so random to English poet Geoffrey Chaucer. He wrote a poem in 1375 called The Parliament of Fowls, and in that poem he specifically mentions that on February 14th, humans and animals will find their mates. So we go all the way back to 1375 for February 14th. But who is St. Valentine? Well, if you say St. Valentine, it gets a little confusing because there's actually 12 St. Valentines recognized within the Catholic Church. That is because Valentinus, which is the Latin word for Valentines, means worth and strong. It was quite a popular name, so lots of people were named Valentine. But the St. Valentine that we're talking about, associated with the holiday, is St. Valentine of Rome. And he was a martyr, and he is the patron saint of beekeepers and epilepsy. He died in AD of 207, and he's a very interesting man. You can look him up online. There's quite a little bit of a debate going on in the Catholic Church, and they actually don't recognize him anymore. But he still is on the patron saint list, and he's known for being the patron saint of many more things than just beekeeping and epilepsy. So that is how you get Valentine's Day. And if you want to go visit St. Valentine, you can actually visit his remains scattered all across the globe. Part of his remains, the skull, is in Rome, but if you want to travel across the globe, you can see different parts of his body, which I find really morbid and very interesting. So let's look at some antique Valentines. Now, how did Valentine's Day cards start? How did we get this exchange? Well, Valentine's Day cards probably were around a little longer than George Whitney, but George Whitney is the man that is accredited with actually creating what we know today as the Valentine's Day card. Now, his wife was making Valentine's Day cards, and his brother had a print shop, and they decided to merge their two interests and start producing Valentine's Day cards. Now, in 1888, he bought out 10 corporations and became the world's largest manufacturer of Valentine's Day cards. He was a big hit, and unfortunately, in the 1900s, he did have a fire and the building went under, but they continued, and then in the late 1900s, he died, and then his son took over. And in 1942, during the war, they were not able to keep their doors open because they could not convert their factory to help the war effort, and unfortunately they did close. But George C. Whitney will live on in history forever because he is credited with creating what we know today and love as the Valentine's Day card. So I have a couple of antique Valentine's Day cards to share with you from the George Whitney Company. These are amazing. These were probably from the late 1800s all the way through the 1900s, and they are absolutely gorgeous. And it is amazing to me that this kind of ephemera still survives all these years later, and it is just so neat to see. So the first card I'm going to share with you is Whitney Made. It says Whitney Made right on the back. You can see that mark there. These are true antiques. Beautiful, beautiful cards. I mean, they are just stunning. This was given to Vera from Dina. That's on the back there in pencil. And on the inside, this one says, "The Valentine has come to tell there's someone that I love so well, that every word it says is true, that someone that I love is you." And it has this beautiful little cottage scene on the front. Just gorgeous. I love the scallop detailing on the edges and the sweet little Victorian looking women on the front. I just think they are gorgeous. This one here is also Whitney Made. These are all Whitney Made, and I'll show you that mark up close so you guys know what to look for when you're out looking at Valentines. This one is to Helen from Dolores. So Dolores and Helen, how sweet. This is just darling. It's got a cute little girl on the front. I love the hearts. I just think that's beautiful, the gold. These are so detailed and just absolutely stunning. Now this one's a little strange. It says, I'm not very old, nor yet very big, but there's room in my heart for you, and if you won't live in its spacious depths, it surely will break in two. So I'm sure, you know, you think Victorian times, they don't have sort of the jolly sayings that we do now. You know, things were very dark then. So this is the most jolly Valentine's Day card in the world. It's quite interesting, actually, and a little bit of a mouthful, but it is fun to see, so I love that one. This is probably my favorite Valentine's of the lot. And by the way, I got all of these from Michelle at Newton's Cupboard. She had a Valentine's Day sale, and she had a bunch of antique Valentines, and they were just incredible. So this one is my very favorite. I'm so happy I got it. This is a little boy, and it says, to the one I love. And look at him in his little newsy hat with his little Valentine's and a little girl peeking up through the window. I just think this one is so sweet. I love it. This is to Lois M. Neff. How cute. Whitney Made on the back, of course. And it says, I'd like to be your sweetheart, but I'm too shy to tell you so. There's just one thing that I can do. Send a Valentine to let you know. And it's also marked Marge in pencil on the bottom. So I don't know why there are two different names. Maybe that's from Marge. And then on the back, it's to Lois Neff. But I think this is so sweet. One of my favorites in the lot for sure. Now these are pretty neat. These are hearts, and they're not mechanical, but they do have a pop-out mechanism to them. They have the lace on the front. They're just stunning. And it's amazing again to me that this mechanical, not really mechanical, but this pop-out movement has survived through all these years. It's got a darling little Cupid on it with a girl picking flowers, and then it has this little naked Cupid boy at the top. He's naked for sure, but look how sweet this card is. Just absolutely wonderful. It has Whitney Made on the back, and then on the inside it just says, to my Valentine, and there's a little girl walking her puppy dog. How sweet is that? Oh, I love these. This one's also one of the heart-shaped ones, and it does pop out. It's got the little pop-out mechanism, and there's a girl on the inside wearing a beautiful blue cap. I'm going to try to carefully move this back so you can see that a little bit. There's the girl there. And I love when they had the heart on the bottom with the little arrows through it. This is from Marla Wolf, or Worf. I don't know how you say her last name, but it is Whitney Made, and it is in pencil. Some of this light pencil is a little bit hard to read, but I love this. And on the inside, if I can get it open here, it says, with love for my Valentine. And I love that they're in the little car. Oh, look how sweet that is. So, so darling. Now this might be 1900s because of the car. I'd have to do a little research on when cars came about and all of that, but so gorgeous. So these are probably 1800s to 1900s, I would imagine. These are just stunning. This one is from Alice, or to Alice, from Gloria. It's such a beautiful card. I mean, this is just absolutely amazing, the detail on this. It says, to my Valentine on the back. This one is Whitney Made. And it says, I know that lots of Valentines will find their way to you. I'll add my own to that long list if you'll allow me to. And it has little hearts, and it has the Made in USA on the bottom. Just so absolutely sweet. Beautiful card there. And we've got one more to share, and this is one of those that pop out. This one says, I know that lots of Valentines will find their way to you. I'll add my own to that long list if you'll allow me to. So it's like the other one that we read. This is Whitney Made. On the back you can see. And this has the red paper mache, not paper mache, but lacy, kind of doily on the front. Just stunning. And it's missing its little pop out, but I can fix that because it's there. It just needs a little tender love. But look how pretty this card is. Oh, aren't these amazing? I'm just so thrilled that they have survived all these years, and it is so much fun to see all of these antique Valentines. I'm so happy I got a little bit of them from Newton's Cupboard. Michelle, she had some fabulous things for sale that day. And I have added these to my aluminum Christmas tree. So if you missed my decorating video with Jamie and Mid-Century Wasted, we teamed up and went head to head and did a decorating tree challenge for our aluminum Christmas trees, and boy, it was so much fun. I loved being able to be on screen with Jamie, and let me just tell you, Jamie put together a fabulous tree, and she was the winner of the tree competition, so I am giving her a big congratulations in this video, and she sure earned it. But we'll be going head to head again soon for another tree competition come Christmas time, or maybe a holiday a little sooner than that, but I'm looking forward to it. It's already on my radar and so fun. So guys, that is all I have for you today in this video. I hope that you enjoyed this. Look out for my vinyl video on Friday. I've been doing a little series where I've been sharing some unique vinyl, although for Valentine's Day I might take a little break from that and share some of my favorite love songs off of my vinyl that I own here in my apartment, so that might be fun. So I will see you all soon in a future video, and in between videos I hope you will follow me on Instagram at vintage_and_vinyl, and I'll be there sharing some behind the scenes content for you with some up close photos and other fun snippets of my vinyl collection. So for now, stay in, stay safe, and binge YouTube. Bye bye now.